Hey Cubs, it's been a little while since we last did a Teddy Bear Rescue Squad episode, so I thought we'd jump back into it today. We're doing someone a little bit special today. We are doing Bearemy here. Now, Bearemy is the mascot bear for Build-A-Bear. This poor guy has been put in a hideous outfit. I say that not just because it's a girl's outfit, but when I worked at Build-A-Bear and this outfit came out, I never liked it. I mean, putting these shoes on him, just why would you do that? Yeah, he is going to get a makeover. If he'd have been the original Bearemy, I wouldn't have done too much to him, just giving him a wash, but I'm also going to give this guy a new outfit that I'm going to make myself, not a Build-A-Bear one, which is going to be interesting. So let's get going. So as I mentioned in the intro, this isn't the original Bearemy, it's actually the third version of him. Now, the original was more like the actual mascot with a coarser fur texture, and I don't know, there was just something about him that for me was definitely more personal. I think especially as I actually got to be Bearemy several times, as well as Paulette, during my time at Build-A-Bear. I think I preferred being Bearemy, not that it really mattered, and honestly I actually preferred being the mascots than hosting the parties. That was just, the thing I preferred to do. But onto the unstuffing. He was fairly easy to unstuff. The hole in his back was a bit small, I couldn't make it overly big. It just wouldn't go any further, and I didn't want to cut into him to make it bigger, so there was that. But yeah, doing the black accents, this is where things got a little tricky. Just the main thing was knowing what order to do things in. I think it actually took me 2 goes to get the inner ear the right size, and the first attempts they were too small, so as you see I just made those his paw pads, which I was gonna do anyway, so that worked out in the end. So whilst I did start with stitching the inner ears to Bearemy, what I discovered quite quickly was that this thread kept snapping, and I don't know if it's to do with age or the quality of the thread or both, but it just kept on happening. I did attempt to do the paw pads in case it was just the me thing, but no, it was the thread, so I decided to stuff him, which actually worked out better, because if I had attached the paw pads to his hands before stuffing him, I would have stitched the arms closed, or certainly there'd be more chance of me doing that, whereas doing it afterwards, less likely to happen. So then once he was stuffed, I was able to go out and get some new thread, because I specifically wanted red for him to go with the rest of his design, and whilst in most places you can't see it, so it doesn't actually matter, I just thought if there were any parts where you could see it, then yeah, it would match the rest of his design. Closing him up was interesting. It did actually take me 2 tries, and the reason for that was all of a sudden it clicked into place how I actually used to stitch the bear's back, how we were taught to do it whilst we were at Build-A-Bear. So you did this if a customer brought in a bear that they wanted some more stuffing in it, or if on the odd occasion that the pre-laced backing had snapped or was missing. It was quite an important thing to learn, and yeah, considering how many of these I've done, it was really cool that it finally snapped into place, because it's been so long since I actually did this. You're probably looking at 10 years since I last worked at Build-A-Bear, maybe a bit longer. So I'm really pleased that I did work that out, and will continue going forward doing it that way, not just for the Build-A-Bears but all of the rescue squad members. And then finally, with the new thread, I could work on his detailing, starting with his inner ears. But I'm just gonna sit back and let detail for Bearemy was to add hair to him. Now originally in my quick mock-up design I'd intended on giving him a punk style mohawk, just like I'd done with Patches, but in the end I decided that because there were going to be others that I wanted to do this to, I wanted to do something different for him, and I decided to go the wool route. I've been watching Delightful for a little while now and it just gave me the inspiration to try it this way. I had no idea if it was going to work, so I did do a lot of it off camera because I thought I was going to have to take it all out and it just was going to be useless, but actually it's turned out quite well. And here initially I was going to put these little trinkets in his hair every 3 strands, but I didn't really like that, so it ended up just being the one at the base, and I do really like it. I think it looks cool and makes him a bit different to any of the other bears. Okay, so Bearemy is all done. Please excuse the computer sounds in the background, but it's currently uploading. I've been doing some editing today and it just needs to keep doing its thing. It's chugging along the best that it can. But on to Bearemy. I am really happy with how he's turned out. I will be doing an outfit for him, but I need him for a video that's due out in about a week's time. So he can manage without the outfit until after that. If there's time, I will do the outfit, but it'll definitely be in a separate video. But yeah, so I've given him little black accents in his ears and on his paws. And he has actually got like little finger ones, but his fur's obscuring them, so you know, I know they're there. And then his hair, which I might brush out the bit at the front, and I just realised I didn't give him a complete thorough brush. He's had a brush, but I haven't given him a major one like I have done with the others. I'll get that done in a bit. But yeah, and the bell was a really nice addition. I wasn't sure if it was going to look okay, but I got husband's input into that and he said yes. So yeah, now he's rocking a little bell, which is really cool. Yeah, really happy with him. And like I say, he'll be around in next week's video, so keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, I will see you cubs next time.